In 3.4 lakh rupees, you can get a bike that can climb mountain like a goat, handle traffic, and give you total feel of adventure. Hi, my name is Shweta Chitrode and I've been riding bikes for more than 15 years, but I've been creating content from last few years. Now that I have an enduro bike in front of me, I should tell you that in my entire career I have never rode an enduro bike, neither I have reviewed it. I should have done this sooner, never mind, but now I have this bike and I am going to share my review in this video. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name. KTM 390 Enduro R reviews came out a month back and you must have seen, I think, almost of them. Today I'm here to share something different about this bike. This bike was with me from past 4 to 5 days. I've been riding this bike in city traffic, normal roads, and took it to a little off-road as well, and here I am to tell about this bike. KTM already has a huge lineup. May it be street bike, may it be race bike, or may it be adventure bike. Do you think that 3.4 lakh for an enduro bike makes sense? Well, let's understand first what are enduro bikes. Well, trust me on this, even I was a little confused about enduro bike, adventure bike, and what is the difference, what are the specifications. But now I know, so I should tell you this as well. Enduro bike is enhancement, or we can say evolution of motocross bike. They are more inclined towards off-roading or long trails with city comfort. And adventure bike, on the other hand, will be compatible with off-roading, but it will be more of a comfort bike where you can do long tours. So this is the major difference between enduro bike and adventure bike. Let's understand KTM 390 Enduro R fits in well, but where? It has 21-inch spokes front wheel. Well, this is pure dirt bike DNA. It has a minimal bodywork, that means unnecessary weight is reduced. It has ground clearance of 200 mm. This is huge, and it has spokes wheel, as tubeless tire doesn't do well when you're dodging rocks. So spokes wheel and tube tires definitely comes to an advantage. KTM's message is very clear. You can take this bike on off-road, but also take it to office on Mondays. Well, if you see design, it is completely different from adventure bike. Here they have very beautiful orange beak, and this is functional for protection. Next, if you will see, there is minimal but single foam seat, which is very sleek yet very useful. Next is it has a tank which is smaller than adventure bikes, just 9 liters to fit in, but the shape and the weight reduces because of this. Another important thing which I feel a off-road bike should have, whatever I have read and experienced, is that high mounted exhaust, and it helps you to dodge not only rocks but also logs. Well, you must have seen some videos where bike was taken underwater and there was a water crossing where water level was around knee length, but that time this high mounted exhaust plays very important role to keep your bike moving. KTM 390 Enduro R comes with 373cc single cylinder engine. It has 43.5 horsepower and 37 Nm of torque. It has 6-gear transmission, and KTM 390 Enduro R comes with adjustable suspension. Again, this is very important when you're going on off-road or longer trails. But suspension travel is 200 mm, but it is different from the international standard Enduro R, which is not there in India. So this version has 200 mm suspension travel, and the other version, that is international version, has 270 mm suspension travel. I'll just show you. I am 5'7", so I am not able to do flat foot, but I am able to actually put my toes on the ground, and this gives me a really good grip as well as confidence, because tank is very small, bike is lightweight. So if you're above 6, then this will be a very like a toy type bike for you, but 5'6", 5'7" people, you are going to enjoy this, because I feel this gives you a lot of confidence to actually go in rough road or off road. So this is good. So generally when you talk about rallies and off-road, you are not majorly sitting on the bike, you are actually saddling on the bike. And even with this height 5'7", I think handlebar is quite wider, so this is giving me a comfort on my shoulder, though I might love it if it is little bit taller, but I think this is decent enough and doing the job as well. Just because this is more towards enduro side, seat is not that greatly comfortable, but it has soft foam and it is a narrow seat. You don't sit on these kind of bikes, you actually saddle and just go through and pave your way on the off-road. Well, you have a very cute little small console, but it serves all the purpose. You get Bluetooth connectivity. You have two ride modes, that is street and off-road. Then you also get navigation system. You can connect your phone to take your calls. Well, you don't have a fuel indicator, but you get an indication when you go in different ride modes. You can actually configure your modes. That is, here now it is configuring off-road. I can keep my traction control off or on, quick shifters off or on, and accordingly we can set up riding modes. Next is you also have a display mode. One is standard version, another one is reduced version. Although this bike is more towards off-roading, but this is a street legal bike and it also comes with the sadi guard and crash guards. Secondly, I think this is very important for off-roading, that your foot pegs. This I always tell because I feel whenever we saddle, for that sake, I generally do this on my bikes, that I remove rubber and I use the bare foot peg. Generally people upgrade their foot peg, and even in my KTM Adventure I have done that. So I have removed the rubber and I use it directly, so it gives me a good grip. So this is a good part that they have kept it in this as well. Next, and another thing is that you also get a bash plate, so it helps you protect, although you can upgrade it later, but I feel whatever is coming in stock, that is also a good thing. Let's talk about tires. So it comes with Mitas tires, and these are chunky tires. When you go on off-road, they will give you a total grip. Even if you're crossing through slush, mud or stones, these tires will help you go through them. So these tires play a very important role, and you must have seen that these chunky tires are there on all off-roading bikes or adventure bikes. Now let's discuss this bike is for whom. So I think if you are a person who goes off-roading, if you are a person who goes on trails and who is interested in rallies, then this bike is for you. It has very good power to deliver and it will keep you on the go on the trails, and it will actually help you dodge everything that comes on your way. Well, I hope that you must have enjoyed this video. If you want entire description about the bike, you can actually check description, or also you can go to autohubshot.com and read entire technical as well as my experience review there in detail. And I am really happy with the bike because it's very lightweight, it is very comfortable to ride, it helps you dodge anything that comes in your way. It is good on street as well, it is good off-road as well. It has features which you have in 390 Adventure, and there is nothing that is missing in this bike. Yes, there is some as per the international configuration, but for Indian market, I think everything is really good to go here. You tell me, how did you find this bike? And if you have any questions, please mention them in comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Well, if you own some other bike in this segment, I would really love to know from you guys that what you felt about this bike. And of course, see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care.
Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with? Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name. Big dope on flame. I just switched.